Hello and welcome to the Bright Books Book Tour. I'm excited, of course. I'm your host, Portia Bright Pittman, founder of Bright Books, a coaching company focused on inspiring brighter futures for tomorrow. Now, this virtual Christmas tour has been all about highlighting children's authors who are doing just that for our youth all across the country as well as the world. Of course, we have a very special guest on this particular segment, and her name is LaChanda Strait-Huff. Tell you a little bit about her before we bring her on. Poet and author of children's book Life's Diary. LaChanda is a 30-year participant of the National Black Book Festival and a continuous attendee with Family to Family Network in their leadership and advocacy for families with disabilities. LaChanda considers her faith and family to be the most important to her. When not writing diverse content, including self-esteem building children's books, you will find her sharing laughs with her 5 children. Of course, you can learn more about her later in the segment. So without further ado, help me welcome LaChanda Strait-Huff.
Hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am wonderful. Thank you for sitting down with us tonight. It's such an honor to have you here. I've never spoken with you before.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Now, tell us a little bit about this book, Life's Diary. What is that all about?
Actually, the children's book is called Just Like Me. This is it right
Okay.
here. And it features
Awesome.
two
That's your
sisters.
newest book.
Yes, ma'am. It's the newest book.
Okay.
Yes. So this book features two sisters. One of them is the oldest one is deaf, and then the younger one is hearing. And so the younger sister goes basically and lets the world know that despite her sister's inability to hear, she can still do the same things that she can do or anybody else can do.
Right. So, of course, we're reading your book. Written how many books total?
Two books total.
So, Life's Diary, is that your first book?
Yes, Life's Diary is my first book. It's a poetry book, and then this is my first children's book. So two books, one poetry and one children's.
Wow, you're doing phenomenal things. Like, how has your journey becoming an author been like between your first book and this book? Like, what is the time frame between the two of those?
Oh wow. The poetry book is really a collection of what I've written poetry since probably the 7th grade. So that's been a collection since forever. And so I basically had that complete probably when I was it's been years, 2003. And then this book came after I had my first child. And she's 18 now, um so it came about
Wow,
2005.
you look so young too.
Thank you.
And so, of course, becoming a new mom, and writing that book, like, what was the journey like for you? Because you're juggling so much as a parent, and then you're tracing your dreams as well. So, tell us a little bit about your journey.
It was, although it was a little challenging as trying to do the two, but I pushed along and did it for her, because I knew that she needed it and others needed to hear the story behind, just like me. So I just pushed along. It was a difficult time. I would say as far as the illustrations go, because I had to find the right illustrator to fit my book,
Yeah.
and kind of wanted to portray it, and so that was the majority of the struggle that I had.
Awesome. So, what age group would you say your books are most fit for?
Just Like Me is for zero, because I believe you can start early to teach to read to your children, to the age of
Yeah.
8, 0 to 8. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Awesome. Now, specifically, I mean, there's a wide array of titles and topics to discuss. Why do you choose these two particular characters and this particular topic to discuss?
Okay, so I chose these two particular characters, these two sisters, based on my daughter, who is now 18, like I stated. But when she was
Mhm.
2, she was diagnosed as being deaf. And so while she was growing up, she would make comments and say, I can't do this because I'm deaf. And then she would be excluded from certain activities and programs, either by her peers who didn't want to play with her when they found out she was deaf, or adults who thought that she couldn't do certain things because she was deaf. So, um, Just Like Me is
Right.
basically a book about inclusion. So, and a self-esteem builder for the disabled.
Awesome. So this sounds like something that, I mean, maybe a parent who's, new on the journey, struggling to find out how to help their child fit in. This sounds like the perfect book for them. What message do you want to, provide to those parents right now who are trying to find their way?
Um, the message I would send to the parents is try to find all the resources you can. Like you mentioned in the bio, Family to Family is a good network to get into, because they teach you all the leadership and advocacy avenues as far as disability goes. But get as many
Right.
resources as you can first, and then of course, as for your child, just make sure they understand that it's okay to be who they are and to find their purpose.
Got a point about that. Very powerful word.
Yes,
You're
ma'am.
a 3-year participant of the National Black Book Festival. I've never heard of it myself. Can you tell us about, what the experience? What is the National Black Book Festival?
The National Black Book Festival is usually held in Houston, Texas. Unfortunately, I didn't go this year due to
Ooh,
the pandemic, but
right.
it's where basically a whole bunch of authors from every genre, different vendors come together, and um, we're open to the public for free to basically show them what we have, show them our work.
Awesome. Wow. It sounds like a big deal. What city and state are you from?
Houston, Texas, and it's a big deal.
Oh, so you're already out there, huh?
Yes, I don't have to travel. It's too far.
Awesome. Well, I'm gonna have to come on over there and check it out sometime.
Oh yes, pack your bag.
Being that we connected and everything. I'm kind of like one of those people that don't meet strangers and everything like this. I'm gonna definitely have to come on over to Houston,
Yes.
of course. Now, where can people actually find your book? Is your book already in stores, or are you doing pre-order?
They're in store. You can purchase my book at my website, cstraightpublishing.com, also on lulu.com, and through Amazon.
Awesome, you're doing phenomenal things. When I was reading your bio and it talks about writing diverse content and including self-esteem building children's books, I think that's one of the most important things because there are so many things now that tell our youth that they're not good enough. Maybe it's because of skin color or maybe a disability, and it really takes a special person to be able to write the type of things that you're writing in order to impact our youth in a positive way. Now, can we add something new? Are you going to be writing anything in the future? Tell us about what we did for LaChanda Strait-Huff.
Well, of course, I write different things. So as far as the children's books go, I do have a book sent to my illustrator. Um, I've always wanted to put out sign language resources. So it's a sign language, teaching sign language. I didn't have that when I had my daughter. Nothing really to help with her learning sign language and me learning sign language. So that, and then more
Right.
disability books to come for the children.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's so awesome. Doing sign language, like my brother, he went to college himself. And I just find it so touching that someone can be able to use their hands and expression to be able to communicate. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a phenomenal gift to have for sure.
It is. It
Wow.
is.
Now, of course, I see you have some conferences or something like that. 'Cause you're so full of a wealth of information, and you're touching so many people who have, been through some of the same experiences you have. Are you going to be doing anything in the future virtually or anything like that?
Um, I would love to do different things virtually. Nothing set up as of yet. Um, but of course, the
Yeah,
pandemic has opened up eyes to different avenues. So I plan on doing virtual
yeah,
um, activities. Yes.
totally. Now, of course, with the pandemic and everything like that, there are a lot of people out there, looking at us like, I want to be an author too, but I don't know where to start. What advice would you give them?
Um, well, the first thing I would say is what's your what message are you trying to send? So you take your message and just go from there and just write. Everything comes from something. So what message are you trying to send, and write it.
Right. Very powerful statement. Where can we actually find on social media where to find you? Let the folks know where to find you on social media. Where can we find you on social media platforms?
On Facebook, I am at author LaChanda Huff, and Instagram, I am at C Straight Publishing _ ASL Bookwell on Instagram.
Awesome. And your website?
CStraightPublishing.com.
Awesome. And they can actually go and publish books from your website too, right?
Say that again for me.
You can purchase books from your website as well, right?
Yes, yes. You can purchase books from the website, and the ones from the website will be autographed and shipped to you.
Awesome. There you have it. LaChanda Strait-Huff, you gotta love. She's touching you all over the globe because of things that we all experience that are different about each other. However, she's making every youth feel like they can fit in, as well as our parents feel like they have a support. I'm encouraging you to go to our website at cstraightpublishing.com. Follow her on social media. Let's flood the streets with her books. I mean, let's talk subjects that we need to talk about. We need to make everybody feel like they're part of our community and that they belong, no matter what disability they have, no matter what color they look like. They all belong, and we all belong, and we should make everybody feel like they belong. So check her out, author and poet LaChanda Strait-Huff. Follow her on social media, guys. You definitely want to stay tuned in and locked in with her. We'll see you real soon. We appreciate you joining the Virtual Bright Books Virtual Christmas Tour. Of course, and you can check us out in the future as we'll be following authors and keeping up with them. Who knows? We may even do a big conference with all the authors. You never know. Thank you, LaChanda, for having us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
I had a phenomenal time. Of course, I'll be following you on social media as well.
Thank
Of course,
you.
I won't be a stranger either. Happy holidays and stay blessed.
You too. Bye bye.
All right, there you have it, great people. Of course, what a phenomenal time we had on the Bright Books Virtual Christmas Tour. I mean, we talked to so many different authors, all different places, all over the country, writing an array of topics of books. It's been a wonderful time. It's just pretty much leaving me speechless. But of course, I want to encourage you to head over to brightbooks.org to find out more information about what we're doing and what we're planning on doing in the future, because we got to keep the conversations going. We got to continue to interact with these authors and just to hear what they're doing and how they're impacting our youth, as well as grown people as well, because we all can learn something from each other. Of course, I'm encouraging you to get locked in with us. You can follow us on all social media platforms at brightbooks.org, Bright Books Club on Facebook and Instagram, as well as on YouTube as well. So anyway, happy holidays, and I hope you have a blessed Christmas, and I'll see you real soon. Stay blessed, great people. Peace.